Hi, I'm TR, and this is my mid-century ranch home renovation project. So hey, I'm back and I'm here to fix yesterday's screw up. I had my helper wipe all these down with mineral spirits. And I didn't catch that he wasn't using a cotton towel. He was using, well, I got a bag of rags. These are cheap from Home Depot. But there are some rags in here that are not cotton, they're poly. And that's not what you want to use to wipe the dust off. And they just don't have the surface area to pick up the dust properly. My mistake. I'm paying for it today. No biggie, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wipe all these down with some water and my secret weapon, TSP, trisodium phosphate. This is the only thing you ever need to use if you're gonna wash your walls, and you should wash your walls before you paint them. But when you're painting your walls, you wanna wash them, and TSP is the best as far as I'm concerned. I've used this on every job I've ever painted. I've never had any problems. But you know the name has phosphate in it. And phosphates were banned, I guess it must have been in the mid to late 70s. And they used to be in all kinds of laundry detergents and hand soaps and the soap you would use in your sink, dish soap. I'll get it out yet. But the problem with phosphates is they're persistent in the environment. When phosphates go in water, they stay in that water. They're not cleaned out like if it goes through the sewer treatment plant. They can't clean it out. And the problem is that all these phosphates were causing all this massive growth in ponds and lakes because of surface runoff. And it was clogging up all these nice ponds and lakes with vegetation, because vegetation really digs phosphate, okay? They really like it. It helps them grow a lot, especially water plants, which is the problem they were having with it, and that's why it was banned. However, you can still buy it in quantities like this, and honestly, this is more than enough to do 10 jobs. But I use it in other places around the house. But this stuff is amazing. It removes cigarette smoke, soot, grease, oils, anything that you don't want on that wall when you're painting it, this stuff will remove. And it's super concentrated. You only need half a teaspoon in 2 gallons of water, and that's what I got doing here. Let me put this away. So the way I like to wash walls, and by the way, every wall in this house has been washed with this. I think I probably got that on film. But I like to work with 2 rags. And I like to get it fairly dry. And then basically we're just gonna wipe everything down. Actually, I don't even want to put it on there. I'll just go ahead and stand this up. Just had a screw fall out. See that? Let's move our bucket over here. What do you say? I've been trying to get steps on my Fitbit, but that's a little ridiculous. Let's make this easy. Okay, so this is the next day, and I've got quite a bit painted. Let me take you around and show you real quick what we got done yesterday. So I've pretty much got a lot of the doors. So I got all the doors and everything that are going to be the trim color painted. At least one side. I'll flip them over and paint the other side today. I still need to do the trim color on that, but the walls are painted. The bedroom is just about done. Excuse the barking dog, that's Jasper. Had a little problem with that window. That window has a broken part in it, so I took it out and I've got it gluing right now, so hopefully that'll hold and I can get it back together. Sorry the light's not good in here, because I've got these windows trim painted. Also the ceiling's done. The ceiling's done in the dining room here too. But we're getting ready to start finishing up these doors. And so let me get you mounted back up here. Like I always do, I stored this roller in the fridge overnight. I just put an old plastic grocery t-shirt bag, I think they're called. So it'll be ready to go here in just a minute. We're gonna leave it out and just let it warm up. We're gonna leave. He'll bark until they let him in, so we'll try this again in a minute. All right, they must have let him in. I didn't do the bottoms yesterday because I didn't have some paper handy. I had to go get a roll of paper so that I could paper the floor. I didn't want to pick up all that garbage off the floor in my roller. And so I'll do the bottoms today. I'll let them stand for a few minutes while I go do some touch up, and then I'll come in and flip them around. Remember, it's the bottom of the door. It won't be seen, even if there is just a little paint that's lifted off, but it should be all right. I do see a problem here with this angle. I don't see it. You can't see it from here, but there's a big scar in this door right here. And I'm just gonna move on and leave it. I guess it's part of the patina. But my good old Hyde 5-in-1 painter's tool, the most valuable tool in my toolbox. There's a link to my Amazon store in the description below. It is the most useful tool I got in my paint box. So it's also good for opening paint cans. It always takes like 5 trips for me to get everything I need to go to work. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of plastic paint cans or not, but we'll have to do our part, right? All right. Looking good there. Oh, I got a little bit on me. I forgot to put on my gloves. I'm the messiest painter in the world, I swear. I'm gonna get my paintbrush out now. This has been used several times, well, several days now. And I want to point out that they give you this reusable cover for a reason, and that's how you should store your paintbrushes if you want them to last a while. So I got that Velcro on it, but this paintbrush has been used quite a while now. And you can see it's in pristine condition. And I'll show you a trick today on how I clean my brushes and my rollers really fast. But I think we're about ready to go here. I noticed a couple flaws, which reminds me I should go get my better light. All right, do I have all my tools yet? So let's just touch this one door up right here. So here's a handy little trick to clean your rollers. I start with a bucket, and then I'll hold this in here like this, and then I'll take this as a jet, set this to jet, so you get a solid stream of water out of it, and hold it in the bucket. And you want to spin that roller. So let me see if I can get over here without killing you, without wasting my camera. You see how that roller's spinning? We're done. It even fluffs your roller for you. So that's a pretty good trick. I learned that a long time ago from an old painter friend of mine that I worked for a couple of weeks. He had a big project and he needed some extra help, and he taught me how to clean rollers this way. So pretty trick, huh? Give me that thumbs up if you like it. Now when it comes to cleaning your paintbrush, I'm just going to come in here and let's get this back to shower so we're not making so much a mess. Make sure I don't shoot the camera. If you can see, I'm just going to wash this brush out briefly. Just get the bulk of it out. I'm going to put a little water in this pan. Okay, now I'm going to grab my wire brush and I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to just scrub this down. And that'll take off all the dry paint that ends up on the edge of the brush. Gets down in between all of the bristles of the brush and cleans them. That brush is clean. So in under 5 minutes I cleaned the roller, the brush, the pan, and we're good to go for the next time. I did get a little water on me, but it's not going to kill me. So there's your bush hack for the day. Well, that took about the better part of an hour and a half. I've got a couple of touch-up spots I need to take care of, and then I'm going to walk around right now and just make sure that everything got painted with my bright light. Make sure there's nothing that got missed. Spot. Find it again. Right there. So pretty happy with the results. I think it looks really good, and anxious to get this thing finished up, but that'll do it for now. We'll catch you tomorrow when we finish up the dining room there and start hanging doors and putting everything back together. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. That really helps a lot, and I do appreciate it. Also, your support of my Amazon store is greatly appreciated. There's a link in the description below. For more real-time updates, you can follow me on social media. Those links are in the description below as well. Your questions and comments are always welcome. I try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Well, that's going to have to do it. Thanks so much for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Until we get together for the next video, peace.